Already, there's something be a NPP for. Me catch them say Mahamudu Bawumia Agyapong na boso. Okatakyie Kennedy Agyapong and the supporters say, "I'm about to marry intuma ewo GTP for factory nyina. Bawumia ekufo adomo sa NPP we omoma Kennedy Agyapong and we need primary seda." And you see, me metiano, I know Kennedy or Bawumia. None of them can cross 24% in 2028. I know for a fact. Kennedy can hit somewhere around 14%. Bawumia cannot cross 24% in 2028. So the two rats, I don't care whoever represents the NPP. But you see, a party that wants to prove to Ghana for say, yabedi nkwasi asem, yabebo mutuo, yabese musika asem, that party needs to brand itself in a way so bit in Chankrana say or consider party because okay part way say sebio enkwasiade omobeye no omonu omo and they are in the process of changing or rebranding itself. So in the next 40 years now MPP person omo rebrand omo no, we as a people or citizens no, we need to see it and see okay pathway sesa omu suban omu niye omu into etutura some omu yero party no a sebio nipa bi age party na akantenso near tikroma and MP before a releasing statement and statement way omu ka kire say party no ye bibia ye friend no thank you to ye kan won sem bebre ka kire mo say thank you to no omu kono Mahamudu Bawumia na ekoye campaign yatia na omu start thank you to no omu start ewo omu ho sekan ena eye ebimu wo ebimu sekan ena ebi wuye yatia na party ni bi group say omo ba be call demonstration enti party ni be ka kire say national chairman on brief break from the thank you tour. Now omo be ka kire say national chairman no thank you tour na ya ka kire say Bawumia campaign in disguise no yatia no ka kire say national chairman thank you tour no o take brief break. The reason here all take a break and they say, oh, kind letter now and this was on the 1st of May 2025. I feel we are. Make sure the reason why the NPP as a political party send the Oka party they are using you, and I keep telling Ghana for say this is not a party any sensible, reasonable, rational Ghanaian should even consider listening to. Let Amudaba say the new patriotic party wishes to inform all members and the public that the national chairman has taken a short break from the ongoing nationwide thank you tour to attend to some pressing matters. Now, the national chairman remains fully committed to the tour and will rejoin the team in due course. The party appreciates all members' continued support, enthusiasm, unwavering commitment, and cooperation. Thank you. Signed, Richard Ahyagba. Omega just said thank you Tono, the chairman no or twene ho kakra akɔhwɛ nyoma bi a sebio ehia pa. Mr. P, Mr. S, get me that video of Richard Ahyagba telling Ghanaians to say the chairman left the thank you tour because of the demonstration no mo so mo koye e dia support afenyoma king girlfriend Chief Justice Tokonu no. So release a statement to and Ghana focus na ehina chairman ne ko thank you to Mose Bawumia Kennedy. Mo wo Mose kan amokono. Chairman say oh free thank you to nim akọ bebi akoye nyoma bi ehia. Etiatia enam ka Richard Ahia Babaka kire say oh chairman brief break now we taking no from the thank you to no it is because of the tour na a demonstration na mo babeko no. Sa demonstration na the leader of the minority afenyoma kin ebo police ni bi asum no. Okay, recent demonstration which is under investigations. Afenyoma can assault a police officer. Now, yeti kroma ema demonstration abako. One, the chairman na Richard Ahyagba. Ebeka chair say the chairman left. The event took a break because of the demonstration. Ebe seen no. Chairman no demonstration na wa maybe. We didn't see the chairman there. That is one. So it means this statement they released, they were lying to Ghanaians. Omu say still ye Jimmy. They don't respect us. They don't respect the followers. They don't respect our intelligence. That's one. That's fine. We didn't complain. Now, can you believe say after the demonstration, the party as a whole, from the chairman, the general secretary, the communications director, after their flopped CJ demonstration, the party has not released a statement to say the party is going back to the thank you tour to thank Ghanaians for losing. You hear demonstration that. So the question people are putting out and they say, sir, thank you tour, no, the chairman and the party leadership, no, are they going back? Are they going back to the thank you tour, or they are not going to tell us anything else again? Because your Hanum releases statement to say the thank you tour itself on the Krampono, they are going on a break, or they are putting a hold on it because of the demonstration. Now, as I speak to you, party no releases statement to be a make sure say thank you tour no. Omo resume and as omo resume here. The chairman take a break. I hear Babaka Chair said the chairman is taking break because of the thank you tour. No, ever since there, we have not heard anything from the chairman. Now, can you believe say, thank you tour now, Omoka say the NPP party enya Bawumia and organize on one tour. Na embom a party ni nyina no na ye ka cha mo se omoboa no. Can you believe say Mahamudu Bawumia sa demonstration ko no? He told them, me catch them clearly, so catch the party say, sir, ne thank you to no, ne campaign no, and he's not going to stop. In terms of Jimmy in conquer demonstration. No. Can you believe sir Mahamudu Bawumia as we speak? Bawumia is touring Ghana. Hey, yes, thank you, Tono. Do you know? And the most interesting thing about this thank you, Tono, and I say, the chairman is not part of it. Richard Anyagba Ekache said the chairman took that break because of the demonstration. And right after the demonstration, he will be part of the thank you tour. They will announce a different date. Ever seen there, any official date be say thank you tour not started. But the interesting thing then they say Mahamudu Bawumia any ni team na per se Bawumia imposing or party no. They are already having a thank you tour almost a week and a half now. Bawumia Nam Oti, in fact, my team can get you places wa visit. When you go on his own page, Mahamudu Bawumia and the general secretary of the NPP, no, they are walking around and doing their own thank you tour. Only the Salakau, third vice chairman. And that's why I catch him say, Abiba Tana, third vice chairman, ko catch him say, or Nanti aimlessly, or Rumi aimlessly, it is Asantini Bano. It was under Bawumia thank you tour stroke campaign. So this should give you a clear understanding of the party, no. Makachamo say the party right now, Mahamudu Bawumia on any cronies, they have taken the party. Bawumia does not respect anybody. Makachamo say Kennedy Agyapong or pa ombody timutu. Mahamudu Bawumia will win the primaries, and Bawumia cannot cross 32%. He will not cross 24%. So this should not surprise any Ghanaian. Mr. B, there's a problem with sound. Mr. B, Mr. S, I'm not getting the sound I want. Mr. S, Mr. P, I'm not getting the sound I want. There's something wrong. Yeah. Are we good with sound? Are we good? So, team. All right, okay, we good. So, our mom green light, they say everything is fine. So, I was out here say Mahamudu Bawumia and any team no, they have taken over the NPP. Me catch them say Bawumia snobby NPP for one catch them say. I'm from Jimmy in demonstration. On any team, a whole general secretary, a whole third vice, they have sneaked and following Mahamudu Bawumia around the nation, having their own campaign. Let me tell you, sir, thank you, Tono. A clear campaign for Bawumia. But once Kennedy Momo Jimmy, they don't really understand what Bawumia is doing. Because you see, the general secretary now, Odi party anymore. He is the one who is supposed to release a statement to say, "Yakwe demonstration every. Now we are going back to the thank you tour." But the general secretary, because our idea be say our Bawumia camp, and that they need to force and install Bawumia on the party, sneaky quietly, and wakodi Bawumia chi, and we thank you tour. Now so could see in summer Bawumia can what thank you tour nasia. You'll be shocked. It's a clear campaign to say. Partner Edin Ken and that the general secretary now the general secretary has endorsed on the candidature. The third vice has endorsed his candidature. It's what they are selling right now to the people out there, and they say Bawumia is already the flag bearer, and that the people need to understand. Say, register for no more. Mahamudu Bawumia ne be wini. Okatakyie Kennedy say he might be loud outside, he might be frail, he might look weak. He still does not understand the dynamics of politics. He likes to back Kennedy the Okpo a lot of the times. I don't know say oh smart, KK, and a and politics. But Mahamudu Bawumia knows to say baby Afrifa, baby tuo, Gabi, Ekufuadomo, Sanko na Omusika, Omudia campaign abedu. He knows he needs to go back and pay them back. Inti Mahamudu Bawumia is still Nana Danko Ekufuado in disguise. Mahamudu Bawumia is still Gabi Ochedako in disguise. Bawumia is still Bedieto in disguise. Mahamudu Bawumia and Samira Bawumia, they owe their life to Ekufuado and his family. It's when you look at Bawumia, when you look at the general secretary, Mamika Bibinchamo, the general secretary Pentium 2 no. Also no ye Juma why ye? Time and Kodua LYE na Kusibuatin sofo kromfo na yire na ye board chair. Enti Kusibuatin ono na ede Bawumia ode general secretary we ma Bawumia. Now general secretary we he works for Kusibuatin. He works for Bawumia. Now general secretary we himself so better maintaining the position now. He will need money and he will need Bawumia support. And as we speak, the general secretary is walking around with Bawumia with neglected party, and then an be. It's a press conference. Why he does not have the support of the party because party in him so with Jimmy. Press conference and an be and then be him. And it's sometimes we say an abino, yet I say your tone, sapano. I want to know, say your tone, dear, better because I now understand why at the NPP they are isolating some people. It's Bawumia wati kabalo MPP nim, wati cartel MPP nim. As we speak today, Bawumia all from the day of my demonstration, why campaign I be seen there. Yeah, but the party chairman cannot be seen. The party general secretary is following Bawumia. The party's third vice is following Bawumia. Now the party belongs to Bawumia. And then Kennedy say, "Sikaka krana aka na onfansha no ho yare." Alomina egu nanum na amana adwene ne say obetu be the president no. Sikaka krana aka no onfansha no ho yare because Kennedy himself usoni mu na ucheki ne nsa, uchia na ucheki na ne nsa betu. Kennedy why hunter. Kennedy is frail. Kennedy might collapse on one of his journeys. Kennedy is sick. Kennedy is not healthy. And Mahmoud Bawumia, the party, they know that Kennedy and that is why they are doing what they are doing. So Mahmoud Bawumia Agyapong Wafa party he controls the party. He does not respect anybody in the party. Or when you somewhere Jimmy because Nipa or what party ma Bawumia ebunu Ekufuado na yere Gabi bedie to Obamti. That is it. Apart from Ekufuado in the Busia, Samira Bawumia or Muobia party. Apart from Ekufuado in the Busia, Samira Bawumia and Bawumia, they don't care about anybody. They don't respect anybody. Omu mwa Santifonia Kamfona more party. So Jimmy, every say I achieve for the mobile. And then there, Omu Krampo no munya party members. Bawumia be vice president, no only party card. And so they don't owe any allegiance. They don't see themselves say, I was some more. And I'm here day. I was say, I'm respecting Mubegi to me. They know how to take that power from Kennedy Agyapong and the party. It's when say the party belongs to Bawumia. And it's about Bawumia say general secretary, Jai party office na Dimechi. Na Jimmy, onu say Jai party office na to na Odi Bawumia chi. no catch there a salaka no also jai jimino ne jai the oil party headquarters the dimechi, but the party hasn't issued any statement to say the thank you tour is back. So why is Bawumia on a tour? Kennedy is very fragile. So who kwana na ho mobo. O wo so ne nsa se wo chiare na kwa wo so ne nsa kotu aka wunsem. Oyare, he needs to admit to it. Kennedy is not healthy. Kennedy is sick. Kennedy is not somebody who can stand on his feet for an hour. He will pass out. Sika kakra na aka no also odehwe no ho no. Wa man nipa bi di n'echi na omo daada no. Bawumia we no ono onim se party na Kufuor dia. Onim se party na Gabi dia. Ma meka bi nkyerɛ o. NPP fo a omo NPP abemu omo nim nyina nim se mahamanya obejeli omo no. Omo nyina de omo sika abehye Bawumia echi. They know Kennedy Agyapong cannot win elections in Ghana. They know Kennedy Agyapong cannot beat Bawumia. They know say omo another chance. Because the dynamics is simple. Say omo cover Kennedy bar. The probability is someone cross 24 no a high. Some cover Kennedy bar. Mahmoud Bawumia political career ending. Now they will rather bring Bawumia, even though they know Bawumia will not win. No, at least when they bring Bawumia, they will come back and do a coup and tell you say Kufuor call 3 times. In Tiafa Bawumia call 3 times, and in their head, they will think say around after 2028, John Mahama will not be around. So at least they can represent Bawumia as a long serving flag bearer in Ghana. So what they want to do is they say, "Omo person will create impression between us Bawumia na serve opposition ache. Bawumia na the nenim because they know 2028 they can't win the elections. They know. They know say there is no way Bawumia can win 2028 in elections. But omo idea be say John Mahama anywhere there then Bawumia can come and say ono na say nenim eden ewo fie bia mu ono na ye popular. So they have to make Bawumia go. That is the agenda and that is what they have planned. Gabi mo bedie tuomo. So they are pumping all the money into Mahmoud Bawumia. Now you get what I mean. Politics, I'm no, the NPP for to chess. NPP for as a party. Where is their women's organizer? Where is the national women's organizer? Kate Jemfua. Party wake opposition. Have you seen Kate Jemfua stand on any platform to speak as a national women's organizer? What would be that? No, because Omo and no mudi boneno galam safe no. They are making sure say behind the scenes no Omo pompisi kanema Bawumia. They don't want to show face because Omo slow say NDC be jeli Omo. Kate Jemfua, national women's organizer. Mumbusa say owen. Mo party no national women's organizer way. Me say MPP na mudi matem no. Mo national women's organizer owen. Kate Jemfua galam say ni ba no owen. Mumbusa say owen. It should tell you something. The party no Bawumia to party no. Ekufuor mo they still hold the party. It is for them. And me say Kennedy, Obetume Kunuwa Saba, he can never beat Bawumia in MPP primaries. Never. He can never. Empire Crown Ombo say, ne health never to me carry na 2028. He should just pray. Say, the condition, because one shen one. So when taking time off to take care of himself, he might not even cross 2028. Yes. Nyankopon or any pebia, Sebi or Nyankopon Yenipa. But yeah, boy, any pebia or say Agri Juma. Kennedy is not healthy to even contest in an election. So I don't know why some people are telling them Kennedy. Bawumia will win. Bawumia cannot win elections. Eh? Me minimum people for channel. Also Kufuor about 2012, about 2008, and about 2012, and about 2016, and now Omoka se Kufuor there. I was say Osako. Now what they are trying to do is say. The Kufuor here, you know, that is the same thing they want to do. It is a study. Nana do danko Kufuor ni playbook na been about Bawumia a play because when you say by 2028 the name abeji MPP no. Ebedu ono obi enu obetuma contest no because ni pay wa contest miensa adana mo manen wa contest mienu miensa say the Ghana for nimu no. That is the plan. Because Bawumia there eduru a wakoso nyina aka chance ontumi biti Mahama. He knows. And or Kennedy, age is on his side and Kennedy. And the MPP for the say no. Say the Kennedy court. Now say the Kennedy no. Well, 24%. Mahamudu Bawumia, the political career has ended. Now, a one person get it out of the picture, no, because they want to still rule the party and be behind the party, no. What they do, they say they want to push Bawumia to cross 2028. It is all steady Kufuor Terry Nibia 2008, 2012, 2016. San there Bawumia, about 2024, Emfa 2028, Emfa, in sister 2032. Mahamudu Bawumia. That is the plan. And intina omoya sa ade we. Media metumetumufo. De bia meka kire mo. Now, NDC for nyoma sebio ya adwene nkoso. We need to speak on these things. Nyamani, this is another story we need to talk about. Meka kire from the beginning say the NPP as a political party, no. And the last time I catch them say they are doing everything possible with Edubuahin case way to just distract the system. Makacha say Edubuahin no or a crom for. Makacha the Attorney General, the NIB. Boy and I a friend no Ben Ansa, they need to arrest that boy and put that boy before court. Edubuahin sika we nyina e Ben Ansa ne nim bibia sika nyina hye. Edubuahin ne yere one Ben Ansa omu nim bibia sika nyina. Edubuahin bibia de case hye nyina Ben Ansa nim. Ben Ansa Edubuahin na ne boss e wo NSB. So do not underestimate me intelligence ameka chiro. Pick the Ben Ansa guy up. Ben Ansa na oyemi junior preseku oye kromfo. Ben Ansa made the pictures achiro so many times. The Attorney General, the NIB, you have to pick Ben Ansa up. Oh, pick Ben Ansa, this fool is going down. Edubuahin case wo wia organ nyina krono boy no Ben Ansa knows every single one of them. Because on na NSB o krono Edubuahin we boy nyina no. And let me tell you people, the NPP almost has something interesting. And time I do we have some no. They try to separate Edubuahin bina na owo Jubilee House na oya finance minister na ya pamo no and I changing no from this guy. This guy on the side Edubuahin no, they are cousins. They are cousins. And nobody can tell me say they are not cousins. Sa Edubuahin we ne papa. Sa boy we Edubuahin na no Jubilee House no. Ono ne papa Edubuahin dey raise this boy way up. We ne papa nua any Edubuahin na owo Ekufuor abam na epam no. Kromfo na okwaje bribe na anase che no. This guy, that is his cousin, his direct cousin. Sa akwa we Edubuahin na no Jubilee House ne papa dey raise akwa we. Otena omo nchen ono ne raise omo. They are family o. Mameka bibicho, let me decode everything. To the Attorney General, to the NIB. Mameka nchiro. Time na akwa we sign deals ni nyina ewo NSB. Any Ghana Water Company. Who was the finance minister? It is a steady Edubuahin na. Sika wedi nyina check time na oya sa corrupt practices no. That Edubuahin who was sacked from the Jubilee House NPP. So finance minister no. He was the finance minister. He was signing the documents for this guy to get the money cleared. Mon connect here ohun. Mame ndwodwo mu nkyerɛ. Mr. P, Mr. S, get me that Edubuahin's picture. Oh, sir, Edubuahin we. Okoshe NSB no. Namu busa se. Namu busa se. Den otumi nya sika saa. Time na owo Edubuahin no oye NSB no. Den na otumi enya saa sika no. Let me tell you what was happening. Because the national security, your budget, it has to be sanctioned by the finance minister. And send the national security, yes, ask no. Ain't it so guy way, ne cousin na Edubuahin na or your finance minister. It is a calculate years na. Time up guy way area sasikani no. Who was the one signing everything off? It was Edubuahin na no Jubilee House no. He was acting as the minister. He was the minister of finance. So he was the one signing all the documents for this guy to clear the monies. Into the now say they will discuss it And then he would say, bring the documentations. I am the finance minister. I will sign it off. It is not just him. The way he was able to access money, it was because the finance minister then, who was his cousin, or who is still his cousin, was the one signing off every single Charles Edubuahin. Yes. Mokai Charles Edubuahin. Mr. P, get me the picture. I'm fan chiromo. Itimono, the air question, you don't really know what is happening. The AC or Ghana, NPP, Omokaba, you have no idea. Charles Edubuahin only this guy. He was the finance minister. Mr. P, Mr. S, get me the exact year that this guy was finance minister and was made a minister. Now, I'm sure Ghana for IDB. Let me connect something. Not Ghana for IDB. Yeah, you see, I'm sure. Let me put this guy here, and let me put this guy down here. I'm sure my DB. Now, sir, Charles Edubuahin, Mr. P, get me the timelines. I'm sure year, sir, Charles Edubuahin, not on the share Ghana Sika Samso. Sanko for me, no me cousins. Charles Edubuahin, ne papa e ne rezi eye sa Edubuahin ya chine no, Kobena Edubuahin. Na ne papa no omo ye nuafo. Ensi Kobena Edubuahin, one Charles Edubuahin mo na tena ye, na Charles Edubuahin ne papa ni eye de Edubuahin na or contest NPP no. They are close cousins. Now this is how eye Kobena Edubuahin enya access to Ghana's money. Ensi o create idea no. O creative ya no a catch the cousin. You are the finance minister. Sign this off. Because one, the NSB is under the national security. It is a Charles Edubuahin as signing Sikadi Amana. Nobody will question Charles Edubuahin. So what was happening was that it was just a connection. Inti Adebia Odebeto, thank you very much. So Charles K. Edubuahin, this guy, obeye a year 2017 to 2022, now a deputy finance minister, now a deputy minister of state for finance. Eddie Charles Edubuahin from 2017 to 2022, now a deputy minister of state, for finance. So you saw it. And from 2017 to 2022, no, he was the one signing everything off for Kobena Edubuahin. Sankanya, majority of you nanka muni my dear friend NSB, National Security Bureau. You people did not know until I made Ghanaians know say you'll be a friend NSB. I'm changing it. Majority of you people didn't know. Mature connection, no technology. After what you say, in the Charles Edubuahin, any Ayadian, Kobena Edubuahin, they are cousins. Charles Edubuahin, any initiative, Bibiama Kobena Edubuahin. And they also say, create it. Bring the documentations. It's under national security. I'll sign it off. It is sa krono akwawe ebo eri nyina no. One Charles Edubuahin. They teamed up. And obuwiamo. Because he knew say under national security no, nobody was going to question him. Nobody was going to question him say, where did you get the money? How was the money coming in? Because the question here is, why not airman sa access to that money? To be getting access to that money. I then on the debiano or co finance ministry, yes, Simon is on Kojiskawe. I then Obian scrutinize Yakwawe because the person who was signing for him was Charles Edubuahin. Now you get it. Now Yambra Kobena Edubuahin story. So today something happened in court and the Oba court. Now sa Kobena Edubuahin we no the lawyer ene Okatakyie NPP for pa hey omuni say Ghana for ejimi o Okatakyie obi ani Okatakyie akwa ni tise achim police Okatakyie koda eye housing ministry Bawumia Kennedy Agyapong tokwa nyina start Okatakyie kronfo bi ani Okatakyie nse enya Okatakyie ka chem say Ekufuado ba besi Ekufuado estate anyway Okatakyie anya no bega so ye ba besi Ekufuado estate 2,000 houses 30,000 Ekufuado estate anyway achim for no dodo no because they are lazy no they all say they are lawyers. I know them all. Majority of achim for men are lazy. The men out say achim ni be may be a company after the bar. Omu nyina say lawyers manson obekorom court I'm offer Ekufuado send papa a lawyer and Ekufuado papa so a lawyer and Okatakyie be catch send papa a lawyer achim for no more politics mu nyina be catch send papa a lawyers Omu ye lazy chain bibia. We achim from Bema 10. 2 pair and they hard working. 8 are lazy and they all want to be lawyers. Oh, you bet 3 months na madare. Oh, litigation. And the obwa. Koko to okore. Lawyer bi obet share bi alisu to my film bi achim ni. Amu de omu person be adwuma. Da ben na oti say achim ni e company ma ya fa nipa wom. Busa ho baako. Da ben and I sorry it is say achim ni we be company o. We dey wa fa nipa 2000 what be that? Da bi. Okwa obia papa a lawyer. And all the man, mammy, and an mamma so the man, and Jessiano, Amudia, Obia Manson Gua, the Biambas of Bubu begin Sigadi. There be a race go dobre, there be an Okuta files, or monument to Chrono Gua. That is what Achim people do. Ain't it? Achim Fono, so ye mumma tenor, 18 pejuma, 2 per and a pejuma, 18 pejuma, so Obia so a lawyer. Minim dia make catch them, move from within 2 for I'm checking here. But I'm from need to form. Now, when analysis, you understand. Now, this is the story I wanted us to discuss. State rearrests Kobna Edubuahin on fresh charges linked to a Ghana Water Limited contract moments after he was granted bail in the 49 million Ghana city cybersecurity procurement scandal. Into Akwawe and the Ereniko court. Yadeko quarter, you're granting the bail because when you say, or ye BB or interfere with the investigations. Witnesses are not attorney general. Some questions, not on the Michile 8 Sikani channel. And a court a remand for how many? For a week. Intended the bar court or appear court. You can't ask everywhere in OP and I had yes, I don't know Konana, yes, I chin Adaya. Water Ghana Water Company or say a deal with her. Enti eno so no ye de eno so charge abono ma ende ya sache no enti ono anga sa oshem nada ene ya sa abono another charge. Enti remember attorney general here the first press conference obey second one no or ye emphatic ka say Kobna Edubuahin charges some de abono no about water company dey na separate from the cyber security equipment purchase one. 2 different charges. Deal now 49 million Ghana cedis no cyber security procurement breaches and near one. And Ghana Water Company deal no acquire no and near one. So why would anyone in their right senses say the Attorney General is confused and the Attorney General has not finished the first case and that he's going after the guy again? The Attorney General doesn't have to finish the first case. The Attorney General has to, at the end of the day, make sure say evidence awenyano was set of filing the case. It is a dibabako and Attorney General charging 10 cases. Attorney General has the right to charge the person 10 cases, 10 charges. So, and then you cannot stop the Attorney General from doing that. A chile unimiansa na beka say adentina Edubuahin jina court for cyber security crimes. Now the same time you're charging for at the end of the day the Ghana Water Company contract bia osako sign dubious. A chile we Jimmy, a chile one pass law school. A child is a Polaromocha call law school one pass and Rebecca say this is witch hunt. This is clear. It happens all over the place. Now, Mama Chawa Debi. In the end, Kobna Edubuahin. Opie free quarter, yes, I didn't question man, yes, I chino, and yes, I handcuffs good inside, and yes, I didn't question double salansa. Now, shall Debi. What say, me catch them say. Okatakyie and the Asama free Nanwaba. Asama free Okatakyie Anwaba ni enie. PZ for muntie me. Or say Okatakyie ono eneye Edubuahin. Kobna Edubuahin lawyer. Ewurade Nyankopɔn. Ghana muafu. Okatakyie nankasa nkasa also doje okojelu. Okatakyie nankasa settlement housing. Ono nkasa also okojelu. Ono se ono ba be defend obi. Achim police no nie. Reality. Konfobia ne nse. Okatakyie Hweniti, nitisa achim police. Kronphobia ne nse. Dampare committee no mutie no hwe dampare nsem no. Okatakyie se on one penny ema committee report na ba bontene. Okatakyie oni. Hweniti, nitisa achim police. Okatakyie himself, he needs to serve jail term. I say nka ban no crash see America say nka eche no. Ono Okatakyie ne nyato abegina eto no so beka say ono be defend obi. Now muntia se me Atakyie kan in the PZ for mu yimasum. Me be kind brofo no makan wo twi. Atakyie say if push comes to shove, Kwabena Edubuahin should have no choice but to divulge top national security secrets to defend himself. Please for me to say. Atakyie say the clients are Kwabena Edubuahin kromfo no. Or see, say nyoma mu ye ding. Na the client ni hu de onye. Na ne ho papa na. The client ni option bia say, "Oh, ta was swear say ye forward you on national security. De obehu, de obete e wo se eye kukuo mu nsema ni so oba abontene a say wotia anase wotia sambra wo se jeli wo se Atakyie say ne client no say mu ya din na ohu de onya no kura ene nsem bia wadi nsia di ntam e de Ghana constitution aka no obeka na abontene." That is even a crime. Tell me catch them. It won't memos be now trophy jail say our memos. Wait, you know, some memos not it was just to intimidate the attorney general. On say and omanga sabeka. Or send the client to do boy, you know, say see an actually so name what ding. Now who so beko jail. No who say na sabonya da and the onim as national security personnel. What didn't tam constitution amana swear say oka san semina e was here to fia so the client ne beka. Meaning he is ready for his client to commit another crime in addition to the crime that he is facing or the charges that he is facing. This is a lawyer kromfo wodi nyansa, because it's going to that point where he cannot defend the guy. Atakyie himself Kwabena Edubuahin was sika bi da ho oji bi edi. Onim say Kwabena Edubuahin beko jail. Den na lawyer to be gina bonteka say ai de ade ne kone de emu ya din na say me client no hu de onye na ehu ni say e de obeko je de a en de security secret o gina obeka na sa no de threaten wine, because your client knows the law. You find national security na oji pay sakese na or hide under national security to make money. No, the reason was that na there was a mra where di won say the obero national security bia onka. It is on one mumrano, na say and also obeka because obeko jail. So obeko jail 20 years ye dey another 20 years beka ho. Muntie Atakyie hwediti the teacher Achim police.
It was unfortunate that it leaked, because the letter was intended for the national security coordinator, in which he was trying to let him know that where he is, national security matters are being raised. And he should come to terms with it. That's what he was trying to do. He was not saying that he's afraid to defend himself, but he's saying that they are pushing him in areas of national security. And when pushed to come to shove, he has to defend himself. And somebody will turn around and why is a national security intelligence officer trying to bring into the public domain national security matters when he sworn an oath? So you swear an oath, the national security will not come to your aid, so you go to jail. That will be unfortunate. It will be a tragedy that cannot be calculated. So that was the intent of the letter. The letter was not supposed to come to the public domain. He wrote to the coordinator, the successor national security coordinator, to look into the matters which, unfortunately, Attorney General and Yoko are pushing. Are they pushing national security matters in the public domain? And if he should respond to those matters, are they not going to turn around that he has breached his oath of secrecy and the rest of them? You can't slap a man twice. It's unfair.
Lawyer Tachi, are you suggesting that when, to use your own phrase, when push comes to shove, he will divulge national security secrets to defend himself?
He has no choice, because why should a man be found guilty when he's innocent and when he's dealing with national security matters? So when a man is faithfully helping national security to have the sanity of the nation, why should he go through what he's going through? I thought national security will look into these matters and probably have a good conversation with Yoko and the Attorney General that you are treading on slippery slope. And that's where we are. It's a very dangerous part we are doing. Nobody will be ready to serve national security. If he's serving the national security and there's a regime change, they'll bring you to court. come and explain how.
This is a lawyer or defend you be. Or say I didn't know be a national security. Na aban ehwehwe ni nsemu. Enti ende no per attachments na adwene no. Ewurade Nyankopon Ghana pa kwase bietumi lawyer. Per attachment na adwene mu no. So be adwuma on national security na obokro no kra yenja no nko. Ono attachment attachment na adwene mu no. Work of a lawyer obokro no ye be chewatum attachment your politician attachment etina aban mu attachment se ontia se ono ne client no ye dwuma national security ena ende aban ewu se wabokro no ena aban edina kogina court so ontia se adenti na obi ye dwuma national security a ye de na begina court we ye panyini attachment akra e din attachment e din e na ma attachment e din. These are the kind of people omote Ghana in some hunu na yamo matna parliament 20 years na ne tiki sachim kwasi asam nkoa bra kroma behwe FBI bosses ye de omugina ensama no buso omonsam CIA bosses ye de omugina court ebuso omonsam na akwawe wo NSB National Signal Bureau na ye busa na no asem attorney general kuta evidence to show say ejuma waye no wabokro no a wo se won ti ase nti omo national security na me busa obi a question nti omo ntena ho na omo ndi esika nse na embokro no atachia uti achia atachia wadwen achia mo na mo sei kuro mo sei mutumi ntina eye North Korea ye be chichire mo kon de aboduam. How can this be a statesman? How can this person say I used to be a lawmaker? I used to be in parliament. People should respect me. Where you know, they are just there to take some of the money. Now we do boy case kakraka say down us also kofa attaching. She kasa a free attaching no moba. Say leaked memos was to advise current national security coordinator to draw attention to AG and Yoko that they are on a slippery path. 80 memos no you free. And free jail by say memos bino. They were using that to intimidate the system. And no attaching. So the memos was not to basically tell any truth though. The memos was to intimidate the Attorney General. The memos was to intimidate Yoko for them to back off. Na eye akwawe kobredu buahin enya no hundidim. How can you make such a statement? You are a lawyer defending a criminal. You have taken a stand to say because the panejuma oyenti intende no national security obiya ejuma national security we are not supposed to question them. So how are we going to check the system? Because the president of the republic said occur against Emrana, yet to be impeached. The Chief Justice, she went against the law, she has been suspended. The Speaker of Parliament, if he goes against the law, Parliament can find a way to make sure he is also suspended or impeached or even removed. It's a national security person who has been found, said he is involved in criminality. After the Attorney General did his investigations, the Yoko department did their investigations. They came to that conclusion through investigations. Any witnesses are interrogating or say there is a case that this guy has stolen from Ghana. Why would he say cap? Ebekache Ghana for say, why are we putting this guy on trial and that Oyejumo national security? Some questions what could he be doing? Some in some way. Why need to say achim police and kwasia samonkwa okoka no bubuofu we do ye panyini hwa asema oka ade we ya okan anka young lawyer bi na betina tv so kan ya anka no patutu odwetwe ne se obegina ebekeka kwasia sam. You don't know the profession, you have been here, you have to study the law, you have to study us, you have experience hwa kwasia sam oka atachia na adwene achia. Now mama ndwedwa bibi mu nkyira mo PZ for stay with me mamu ko bebia nsam wo ho and asafo fro so abeda honi deche. Near to Chrome ha, Mr. S, Mr. P, get me deche. Near to Chrome and Okatakyie say, Nana Dankwa Kufuado. On the NPP 4, Omude Sky Train, Bawumia de Namusiase, Nekufuado de Namusio, deche, Omude Bakumasi. Before powers here, chimney trouble chim 1 Mumu said that chimney near the Mogu bucket team, near Shins was Shannon Sansugumo. Na afe, Yavia, Namugumuna mo breno, near Sade, electric heater, near the atum. Namutimuno near Yasade baranzu chamochi namugumuno ne yasa tutu preko ne more no ne hwiagum na yahwi anwagum so mankose bubukumo and the akosini sky train ho asem aba attorney general afile another case and papa your friend no Mr. Akumfi Professor Christopher Akumfi one abrantia your friend no Solomon Asamoah, onosuna the head of GIF. Na sankofo mienu we NPP beka say the trains be by a friend no Sky Train. Mr. S, Mr. P, where is the Sky Train? Na mbesem chechem say Ghana for am refi nyoma dem dodo. Mo kai Sky Train no. Bawumia de na munsuo ase no, na Ekufuado de na munsuo soro. Deche yede ba Kumasi no muti TV so ye Mahama ye be kyere no JJ Rollins ye be kyere no Kevin Taylor boa ye de train ba say amonche ye de train bra ba we dey deche enda akopie court no me se me hu deche na me bo kyere wansa na matoa so akwa bia ne hu fin bi o she suit tan ekotena radio so wuntumi okumase ema NPP for ka kire kumase for PZ for omo a sebi omo adwiri ya adwuma ne omo monom red wo PZ say NPP aban no e the train e be fa nsuo so every nkran ewrade yango omo ka kire say omo the train be fa nsuo so every nkran deche Ekufuado de be fa nsuo ase na Bawumia de train no ono ne de na afa nsuo soro na sa train no beduru Kumasi a na Ghana fo mu se NPP yeti krom ha no mka kire se $2 million omo de akoka train no asem ama bibia da na kwam na NPP de onyame na de ba ye de twa efuruma ende deche na akopie court no deche ma menjujum na Ghana fo hu no kura no Mr. S, when you see deche let me have it. And Professor Akumfi on papa your friend Solomon Asamoah attorney general na charge omo di Ghana for sika $2 million. I was Sky Train na omo ka so omo de bre no. Ya ka $2 million a bia na PZ for mu bi mu sika na ye ka no. Yes san Ghana sika mu a menhia sa 30. Ye be loadu agu menhia mu. Edan bia ye sika be wurum enya eboma ne ya egu nchen ne ya sesi menhia foforo ne ya park sika gum sa $2 million. Enkofo we afedi train na ama. Tie NPP for we are ende Bawumia nam oni Kennedy Agyapong ye campaign say yensa ma omumra $2 million se omoto omuntua yo omusa still ye ma omumra agore mu ye yimo afrim mo se aka munyom baako enti ende attorney general akọ court e de assemwe akọdan court say san penifo mienu mo ya kromfo ye ba be court agye sika afiri sa akromfo mienu we ho Professor Akumfi papa we meti di ni me di 14 years papa we meti di na me di 14 years eno mewura politics mi say ye de nyina ye jimi ya papa no mo de o man ko school ye say professor sa akro no nko a eni bre enti these two people they need to face trial. And you see, my make be binchira Ghana for munim. Oh, say and say NPP for no more Ekufuado abem ni Bawumia mu adwuma. There are so many of them you don't see them on TV. Metima ka kiro obi a wontante ne nka bia say okasa politics no. Wako NIB akotwiki obi. Tie. Say nanse ubusa ho say akwa we de nanse meti ne nka che on Tamba TV so ya frɛ na ko NIB akotwa ntorato obi so enti wo so on TV so biem NPP for mo snitch no me say de minimum kura metuma about 5 a kyerɛw enti say won tie ho obi o TV so oh nipa we de no taka so de bia no TV so they say de ehunu ya frɛ no ya de na ko hye dem wakeka nkɔfo nsɛm nyinaa wie because obeso be ko jail ya frɛ no snitching wo jail a ebeku ato atwene Oma snitch ena makɔhye fie Oma snitch solid na wonim nipa oma snitch amokobu sa former sports minister say 18 hours so say na okodi no NIB ne asɛm no kɔkan wana kɔkan asɛm to do so metima mo list bebre mumusa sports minister no de bia metima mo nipa 2 mumusa sports minister say okogina NIB by 11 hours no mo grilling no saa nsɛm no kan wana kɔkan asɛm to no so. What was that sports minister? What was what better TV so I can say you? Chakwa champagne no. Sa sports minister na omo ye on say and say John Mahama Kasoro ka say oh all African games no omo hwehwem. Sports minister ko kan nyina de wo mu nyina kire omo. Wa ko kan nyina. On beso be ko jelo suro. Enti ya friend ne say wallahi tenase e be ndey. O say yaguda ya day. Ka wodum asema he so be ko je. O say wallahi meka. So we Jimmy I'm going to go sports ministry and no mudiska. Was snitching the more ding. Oh, where the ampa 70 million bedio to you. When it came, say we were here. Me as the sports minister, you know I don't have control. So Bedio told us that his wife will be cooking 17 million for 17 days. So I also did not say anything. So it's Bedio yes, it's Bedio true. Or during the year and then the girlfriend will say, hey, Nandi Mwamishama, dear Bessie, was snitching the dead. Metuma mo bebre anything and say untan ho mo TV so no mameka bi nchireo dacha abana aha thank you very much team Sky Train no dia mo ka kire mo say Sky Train no mo ka kire mo say oh David wait Sky Train no mo ka kire mo say Nana Akufo-Addo e de na mepoase e na Bawumia mo asantefo no de mama NPP edi mo agro ewurade Nyankopɔn Sa na betam otufo eso de ne kɔ Boankra ye kɔ saketegu no so e bru futuro go otufo na ne mpaboa ho ye se ye ba ba ye de ye ba ba ye Boankra MPP omo betimuti omo de mampon hene na o se bio nana de me fadue omo betam otufo efri menhia deche omo de otufo ko si Boankra nana ye ba ye Boankra otufo sha hene ma fe e no mo bokete woni ye be ko aye no be ko woni ye be ko aye no be ko de otufo na mo deche ne Sky Train we no ka chem some de bakuma se ende 2 million o mo court ho no mako isi amno ka sei uni se na da kwa Akufo-Addo adaroma ye bedi train e na fansu so seriously ye bedi train na fansu so ti be fansu so deche o mo Europe UK ni Holland ni are do munim train fansu ni ade enche kra na do de fansu so no Bawumia so de ba fansu na se di e kwan
Eurostar.
Eurostar, yes. Yeah.
From London to France.
Me no can see I can't know we. Yes, a company shows on yes, plane, you know, I train no. A bit of South Africa, and check the Babylon. Out from Kumasi to Accra, you use 1 hour 30 minutes. You can put much like Kumasi. Is there no Cassie? When you said another Akufo-Addo adaroma, ye bedi train and nothing so. Seriously, ye bedi train nothing so. Ti be fansu so deche o mo Europe UK ni Holland ni are do munim ti fansu ni ade enche kra na do de fansu so no Bawumia so de ba fansu na se di e kwan
Eurostar.
Yes. Yeah.
From London to France.
Me no can see no I can't know we. Yes, a company shows on
London to France.
Me no can see no I can't know we. Yes, a company shows on yes, plane, you know.
France.
Me no can see no I can't know we. Yes, a company shows on yes, plane, you know. I train no. A bit of South Africa, and check the Babylon. Out from Kumasi to Accra, you use 1 hour 30 minutes. You can put much like Kumasi, I Juma Accra. That is the plan. I ask a photo of me, Masha say manufacture trains near the Babylon. Next year, Kumasi the only flag clever, a shoba. Akwa we ko so chire mu di mpabro o budukuno akwa we hwe to be a shero as okampampa e wo Somalia deche not wuntumi radio so Kumasi o ahemfu tie adehye tie odi krofo tie ahema tie na kwasi ampanyi we ahye suit chanchan we abetena ho hwe no was okampampa e wo Sudan me no ka say nsuo be na free nkran ko Kumasi atre ni kofa so na obi to wagye di NPP ya na etwa efuruma me say NPP mu asantifo di bisa mu agimi o Okasa no hwana na kasa wechire chairman wudumi and also be regional chairman or be national chairman ye onkofo asantimemu ene ne yepe he omo gimi mu achefo kene ni para no tie chire ejeje ho no chairman wudumi also akọ UK ko hu bi Aerostar I'm from UK to Amsterdam see agimi ene ye kagu ye trim ene ye download ye be ye chire no edamunsuo so deche nsuo be ne so de Lake Bosontwe anasa de nsuo be na efa so efiri nkran aba Kumasi na kwasi ampanyi we hwe de sije ne wo fin hwe de ne mu fin hwe ne wo ntotoro hwe ne wo mpuruka ambetra TV so keka kwasi asem deche ye di free eyi no ba omia de na mu nsuo so no na ekufo de na mu nsuo ase kwasi ato wa bie mic atum wa sa nanta akeka kwasi asem tie campaign message nie
wo hono mako esi amno kasei Uni sana na da kwa kufa da Roma. Ye body train e na fansuo so. Gentleman. Seriously. Ye body train na fansuo so. Tie be fansuo so deshe. Omo mo Europe, UK ni Holland ni ade do munim. Tie fansuo ni ade enche kra. Zana na do de fansuo so no. Ba mi aso do ba fansuo na se. Bi e kwa no.
Eurostar.
Eurostar, yes. Yeah.
From London to France.
Me no kare si ya no. Aka kare no mo wie. Yes, a company so yes, plane, train no. A bit of South Africa, and check the Babu. From Kumasi to Accra, you use 1 hour 30 minutes. If you put my trip Kumasi, I have Juma Accra. That is the plan. I ask a contract, Masha manufacture trains near the Babu Season. Next year, Kumasi the only flat caravan, a sober. These are things
why should we even allow this to happen in Ghana? De bia me catch Ghana for some people be so mudin kwasi asom satina santimemu me kana me nuanu no bu ofu Kevin ta santifo we did asantifo atem ebesin ne me hu asantini a ose me di asantifo atem otuma ka de ba kwa me di asantifo atem wo ho me ko kan si am ga Kevin pa asantifo atem e kire wagimi ne be ka asem we a kire wo train we and Sky Train $2 million train a yehu $2 million ayira deche heri suit bi ehye no I saw campaign power Sudan suit chanchan bi ehye no obi nam ho no onum jot no to pene ko kan pe wahye na kwasi ampanyi wati radio so na okeka nsem na yete swame na yete kejeti ani yetie na chema wontumi aboyi ete ho so Aerostar I'm from UK to France na kwasi afo we na da ho di omachi saa 8 years You see, in fact, my team sent me a video to play. Skytrain we are interview be a NPP for muhe. Ya kire mu ni nyina say ka no krona kire mante. Ya bebo amamo wuhwe munyi si ejamo. Say tumufo amante nkwasiafo afa mu buofu.
There was a headline that fascinated the international media and disconcerted Ghanaians.
Right.
Skytrains. Did you hear that?
Go on.
Is that a feasible plan for railway in this country?
Names. And this is where I talk about managing expectations and, and like I said, a program like this is really useful.
Yeah.
It's educational. It's a name, Skytrain. All right? It's a name, Skytrain. But even without that name, Skytrain, if you look at the infrastructure needed for a city, but that is true, an unplanned city like Accra, the technological challenges, it's enormous. And for that matter, you cannot envision, for instance, they have what is called a London orbital. Yeah. It circulates around the whole of London. You cannot envision a metro. Forget the name SkyTrain. Just talk about Accra Metro. A metro being a light railway system that services the entirety of inner city. You cannot envision that with the infrastructure that we've got. Look at Circular as an example. We have that train that already applies all the way through to Insawam. That is the narrow gauge. Yeah. But the new standard gauge is not going to use that same trajectory. It's going to use a different route. But then again, the roads and whatnot were not built with railways in mind. And so how are we going to do this? With the infrastructure that we have, the huge buildings all over the place that are on land that does not belong to railway. Land acquisition, demolition, disruption, and all the rest of them. All of those have got to be factored in. And so, talking about the name SkyTrain, like I said, it's just a name. And so when we are looking at the feasibility studies toward the design of a suitable network for Accra, they will, of necessity, in many areas, be on raised elevated platforms. So will we call that a SkyTrain? This company is just called SkyTrain.
Okay.
You understand? So people play a lot on the name SkyTrain. I've heard all the jokes about if I reach Achimota, how will I buy my Okatakyie if I'm on the sky? But that is not the point. The point
Papa, your friend Richard Diadong Dombo, the CEO of a year Ghana Railway Development Authority, where 2019 interview, Okatakyie clearly, I say SkyTrain be anywhere between Ghana. Okatakyie say infrastructure wise, you're planning Accra to be able to have trains, metro, running through the skies. I'll say it is not visible and to mean see. 2019 Okatakyie say moyo. Na Bawumia Kennedy Agyapong and I'm Ghana catch say obey trainer and I'm wiem. This guy Okatakyie 2019 and say who study NPP very well. Almost some strategy be say asem no eye atrokra keep making it sound say eye no kre. So who study line of conversation any reasoning lines are. But it is because the number of people are they basically or generally group obia in that category. Enti base in Jimmy, base in Tebrofo, base in Kosku. Enti still to sa idea not to system nim because they will get even some journalists are to defend that. Because even the Auditor General's report, I'm sure there. And this SkyTrain issue, and then you be say true. The Auditor General's report 2022, Ghana bought 2 million shares in SkyTrain company established in Mauritius. Auditor General, NPP for that company. And Omoka say, Sa company, their friend is SkyTrain. And a SkyTrain, no, and a Ghana for Diao, and a Mia confirming NPP for Ecotor shares or company. And we don't make a say, Sa company na Eba Ghana, ya the $2 million akoshim Eba be SkyTrain. Now remember, shares no more on Sa company, no, every single day it makes money for them. And the shares no more, no, say it lasted for 6 years. And so far, no, you better work, I say, I lasted for 6 to 7 years. Meaning, shares no motor, no, every single a year dividends. And I say, infrastructure, it goes to the people who are direct owners of those shares. One of the shares, no, a Ghana money. Now, Professor Kumfi and Solomon Weno, the question to them, they say, who basically decided to say, or the Ghana for $2 million. Shares so another company as I catch Ghana for say that company is going to come invest $2 million into SkyTrain in Ghana. And Nana Papa ne catch up, don't boni catch up say there is nothing like SkyTrain. Accra, Kumasi, our cities in Ghana, building roads, we did not at the end of the day factor in trains that to be running through the skies. Because the skies are trains ebenanti on our roofs. El sonam abrocha to the train be enam sro. Or see the system, our system. Yeah, building chrono, yeah, building your roads. No, we did not factor those things into it. And just say, a baby and a part to be catch or say, yeah, baby, yes, sky trainer. A name keke. A idea be no twatu team. In reality, no, there's no way that will be possible. Yatina Chrome ha 8 years. Skytrain away. Yatina Chrome ha 8 solid years. As we speak tonight. Skytrain away. Yakopie court. Yebusa Mr. Eden Akumfi. Na oye board chair. And the man who was in charge of GIF. Yebusa mo say, at this point, where is the Skytrain? Sa same way obi beka say a witch hunt. Na $2 million ni de. Eno yemfa nkoma nkukọ emfa nkoto vitamins endi nya kese. $2 million enkofo miedu we afa kwan bi so ediska no. Emi ya konfi ene eye sa Solomon we ne mba benyina beka kire ye se ye ne papa no ma mmobra. Ubenya NPP kwasi ampanyi bi a ne papa mmobra na o defend ade we adentra ye de say ye NPP for ye de eden ye de atwa efruma enti NPP for Jimmy Krampo a eden e was say ye defend Kojo Opon Kruma sat on TV so Kojo Opon Kruma kwasi ampanyi Kojo Opon Kruma and Kojo Opon Kruma is telling us to say we should listen to him. Kojo Opon Kruma, and you see Kojo Opon Kruma used to be a journalist too. Adebi obekebia onimse otwantro Kojo Opon Kruma etna TV so defended the Skytrain. Kwasi when in Ghana and ka kire say and our parliament nti ono ebe decide ya majo mahama ban Kojo Opon Kruma. Kojo Opon Kruma ono pono aye ni trimuma. Listen to Kojo Opon Kruma on Skytrain. Kwasi apenyi.
Okay. Now let's talk about the first Skytrain station that was supposed to have been ready by August this year. I'm not sure I heard anything on that particular issue as well. Can you bring us up to speed on that?
I am not sure I heard mention being made of it specifically, but that would be one of a number of projects under railway development. And even under railway development, a lot of extensive work has been done and was put out there, both on the database and at the presentation yesterday, including the railway training school, the refurbishment of coaches, the laying of new tracks, the near completion of the Tema and Pakadan line, the Accra lines, the central, the western line that is being rehabilitated, etc. So a lot of work has already gone on in railway. I think work that, if we are all being honest to ourselves, will not compare to the quantum of work that has been done, whether in the last 4 or 8 years, in the railway sector. Nobody will dispute that. Okay. Yes, they may not have met their timeline on the Skytrain as they spoke about. Yeah. But does that mean that nothing else has happened in railway? I don't think so. I think the evidence also shows that a lot of other works have been done in the railway sector.
But our concern is on that in particular, of course, because it was to address issues of traffic in the country and all of that. We're all looking forward to it. Has it started at all? And will it be ready this year? Oh, it hasn't started? No, I'm not sure it has started. I'm not sure it has started. Therefore, I don't think it will be ready this year. But if you take railway as a sector and you look line by line at the many different... Let me just ask, did it delay because of COVID-19? And Honorable, thank you for joining us, staying with us, actually. Did it delay because of COVID-19? I honestly don't know why there's specific delay on this project. I may have to find out from the ministry. Okay. Information Minister. Okatakyie TV3. Hwenkwasema oka. Yeah, but specifically Skytrain, no. Idea also look at the railway sector. You see, because the news said Skytrain was a lie, he could not emphatically or straightforward tell the journalists and Ghanaians say, there's nothing like Skytrain. It is never going to be done. But you know what he was doing? Instead of him answering specific question, no, he was basically generalizing the question or making it look like, say, a railway question. No, we're not talking about a railway sector. We were not talking about Impakadan. We were not talking about some railway lines we've done. We were asking about Skytrain. But you see, Kojo Opon Kruma, true for where we come to sorry the name Kupo Kuma to action. Obit baby, oh, you're a young man, Mamu di Ghana swa. Debi Ameka Ghana for, and your age in the mind so. Obit is a Kojo Opon Kruma, or your president, dear you, or the Sika Jinawa Kotasha for dross. Kojo Opon Kruma. Sa kwa we are the Tisa Tabono.
Yeah, busana a simple question. Kojo, SkyTrain amodi campaign no. SkyTrain amo say more pump $2 million no. The SkyTrain will it be done? When is it going to start? Also, when we talk about the railway sector, a lot has been done. Give us specific answer, not or your information minister. So you know they know the wrong, they know they are lying. But when so omu base in Jimmy, akwa we ohu madrosa na ni tine honhono. Wey, adeche catch say, oh Ghana people, vote for me. I want to be president. Na ye Jimmy nti. Wey ohu madrosa na ni tino edenden. What time to be said is them. Na MP kakrampo akodihwa ma ogu omo so. Okwa na draws Pentium 10 shed to. Kojo ponkruma atrufo ngwa. And you see, it is very important when it comes to communication. So when you're smarter, the likes of Opon Krumamone Samia Ukumuno, omo political life, it has been about lies. Kojo Opon Kruma, Samia Uku, Nanabi, any Sankwashafono, Richard. Omo politics, Kojo Opon Kruma, Nanabi, any Samia Ukumuno. Omo politics, Diamo Mabedu Biomoduno, Eyatro. Go back and check. Every statement they made to help them come into politics, it was all a lie. But you see, in communication, you need to listen. Politicians, they are very good communicators. And Ebiri Kojo Ponkruma and Samia Uku. Also, a specific question, but he was generalizing the answer. So when you're smarter, Obagas will answer question, and he didn't answer the question. He made the woman understand to say, "You this cano." Yeah, SkyTrain bia. I'm not going to answer the question, but I'm going to generalize the answer. Send a baya nipana or shamino. Najrimun dot to Kevin Taylor. No, Jimmy to Sabronya or Bagasa Mekanokre. And that is what they have done for years. Near Tikroma na Samia Ukukachere say 2012, 2014, 15. John Dramani Mahama and NDC4. That was when almost introduce the idea say or say yema enkwara omo prime JSS to SS sanitary pad aban emwo omo halfway. John Mahama in 2014-15 omo raise this issue say aban needs to help in Mabawa and Mabawa more SS any senior high school because sebi ebi mo ha efi omo film no eye hia buburo ne wom yembo na enkwara no so omo honti wo schools no ne mo Samia Uku kwasiampenyi we your press conference catch Ghana for say John Mahama the sanitary pad ni ko yedru kwasiampenyi and what parliament shemra mawo Samia Uku kwasiampenyi we or your press conference as the national youth organizer of the NPP catch Ghana mbebu ni say John Mahama idea na NDC diaba say in 2014 yempe sanitary pad emman kwara na yefambo mo as a government na sebi obubu omo nsa Samia Uku kwasiampenyi we etna TV so catch Ghana for nyina say John Mahama di ko yedru kwasia we MP Kwasiampenyi we na funu said denchembo so your MP nyansa be on the team. Their political career has been about lies, and I can show you evidence of Sasemna Samia Uku kan no. It has been recorded. Time no more position. Today, John Mahama ba, Professor Nano Pokwa they have introduced the sanitary pad to these young girls in junior high school and senior high schools. Had the MP before here. And the issue nyan say John Mahama sanitary pad no watu and waso it be see that John Mahama diko yedru we mo Jimmy. The issues in Angasano they don't want to discuss. 99% of MPP for die hard omwe Jimmy. And una nabia otekwabre. De debia osi oni sika no ho kire no. Ne nanabia waba SS. Debia musu se enkura ne bu omu nsa osi etopan and aban aba se obeson kwara na sene. Ema ya che omo pad for free na sebi obubu omo nsa wo SS JSS omo betume siesi omo no kwase bi ti social media eye NDC na de ba enti yenja esem no John Mahama ato eye de sanitary pad aso ene na ye ne problem kwase bi ba say ene na on TV da enti kwase be betre hey John Mahama auto pad kwase ampanyin sa no oba kura mbo no head da kwateketwa oba man head da onim life na kwasia we abetina ni show so it John Mahama it auto pad kwasia mpanyin owo a onje akwara kwasia mpanyin sa no owo a onje akwara nti na idea no onte ase omo agimi they only thrive on trivial matters. That is the NPP. It's a party filled with very shallow-minded fools. Na mea sebio abaino ema me ba sanitary pad. Ede sese no hono. Say John Mahama to Nubejuma, what has that got to do with sanitary pad there, the Bremebano? Actually, we are Kwasiaba. Omwe Jimmy, and Debbie, I'm catching Ghana for say, you see, in 2021, and I'm not going to go far, Mama Chow idea. There are people who have taken initiatives. Oko Gumwa. Mama Chow idea. Mr. NPP for me Jimmy. These are initiatives, sir. Are buying people, individuals. Gomwa hima, my hima. She took it upon herself at a point or distribute sanitary parts, Emma, JSS, and SS Nkwara, Gomwa. The records are there. Where you're a queen mother or your bar, only what women go through around that area, that age. Ohima, she took that upon herself. She distributed sanitary parts to Nkwara through her organization, Ohima Gomwa. This is all the way back. Yeah, Ben, let me show you. Which year? This is all the way back 2021. This is a queen mother who said, Nkwara omo Gomwa mahima. Gomwa Omahima. This is some of her initiative. She started giving sanitary pads to Nkwara omo sa Gomwa area ho JSS SS. She was distributing because of your bar. Sebio no was sa age no abedru age odu no. When we say na adwene no, e wo say ye dwuma, e wo say oboa. Sebio omo Gomwa, omo nyina na wo sika ombeto sanitary pad amomba. No. These are people who are thinking, who are intelligent, who are thinking about the people. It's about this kind of initiative. Even though John Mahama at about 2015, NPP for a propaganda man say, still, you mammy for more Ghana, or my junior Juma Moya Hima, or Munimunyan Saka said, this is a good initiative. In the 2021, not NDC in our power, no, not NPP in our power. And so Ohima, Gomwa decided to do this. School for, I can show you, Mami Cho. I didn't NPP for more Jimmy Sa, Mika and Kaibianka, oh, ya hima for the bisomra, no mombe, emeboa, Nkwara we nyina got sanitary pads. Ohima Gomwa hima ne de maomo. Mumu bi mo Jimmy, mu NPP for mo Jimmy. Na utumi hu obabesia to be better social media. Hey, John Mahama, wato sanitary pad, oya kwasia. Wona sebi obusumi bia, ubu nsama moja ten, we Jimmy. No ama bema betra ho ka asem we akireo era John Mahama to sanitary pad na wo oba na wo ye no oba mu na wo ye na ase kire sen you don't even know what makes you a woman onyonko ba na ni afi wafa wo bra no bubra no ena ende o kire se ye ma no ehia se ye beti omo ho NPP mu ye moa ye ka se emoa fita ye ka se nipa ya boa NPP ni me se de bia wo NPP ni na wo kobra Mantam MPP ni bodan we Jimmy. Sabi onya ejanaya obedi MPP ni a we Jimmy. These are things people were doing. It is when the government came into power. No one will say people want to continue this initiative. Now abino, this is the Queen Mother. Distributed sanitary pads. Emma Nkwara awufo ni bi ewu hiha omo. Gomwa hema 2021 or started chair sanitary pad Nkwara. Now no nyoba. Oh, you say she's not been in that position before. Oh, you say she doesn't know how it feels like at this age. No, I go school. Now say that you don't know what is going on, what to do. Oh, you say she doesn't know. She has not felt that before. Moya nkwasia for MPP for. My say moa anytime me mumu I don't see you MPP for some nipa mo Jimmy. Mumu dudu no mo Jimmy ntina party ni ya musano. Na hu obabesia de MPP echi. Osi han John Mahama wato sanitary pad. John Mahama to sanitary pad asebio moja bu na nsuo egu a moja bu a John Mahama ogina obi wo yakwasia. Osi Kevin tell di atam me di kwasia atam because mumu dudu no mo Jimmy. And you see these kinds of initiative. Yanfani say ahima omo Ghana every region Obiatu Nusi was said, Obe be NGO, and they are going to try and supply sanitary pads to schools or community. Would you think also buying a cramp? Do you think Anka Ebedru point to be Abai will employ these queen mothers to be the distributors of these things and also a job creation? And I'm a but mo NPP for mo ye nwan mo ye nkwasiafo mo jimi emu mbema ne ma mo ye se mokua mo ni mokua mo ye se mokua mo dwini ko akire mo ye se nwan mo ye se mprekoma mo de Ghana no mama ne nkoso enye mo a ye de ma mo so a na nkwasiafo mo ntumi mu ye ka mo se ye didi mo atam mo jimi esi apoto na mo gin say de bia me ka che Ghana for say de bia Ghana edru no obi a wajimi a onye ready say obeboa e mo wa chechire Ghana no leave that fool behind anija de bia na amanfo bi ka say I Kevin Taylor and there what can some we tia ye me see me mpa obi a chew da how to vote never say your group of people who are Ghana you say o ka say tia ma me see me akọ adabo say me pa chew say to abama we me jam show me pa chew say me ka say to abama we bia me mema we ngina so anytime me catch Ghana for from all the way 2017 say they have to vote for the NDC because me the fact natural. So me, I'm not intimidated by those things. So and yeah, oh yeah, what I say to me, you better wait out now. Da now to my wine. Ochi da now to about my wine. Da out to my omo to my no to momo. Into the na make a chiro best some adwene. Omo my adwene some best some adwene. Ebu Ghana no omo na ebe bo omo me akọ enim. We Jimmy I will leave you behind. O say Jimmy for make so Jimmy for. O say me bo abaso. Say be Ghana na nya nipa bi dia. Enti Musha politicians na no mo na me call. You cannot intimidate me with any chain you better wait yaw. Na me say that na to kwahin. Where the 40 years about 2 nyina to my NPP. Entire na me power chaw. Where the 52 years about what to abra bomu nyina to my NPP. Enti me nya den me power chaw o bodam. We ja uja kwa boga. Ena maka kire no. About 6:56 p.m. I got 4 minutes now about 7. 4 minutes now about 11 were Ghana. My catch say I control the airwaves. Bet my gym 6 hours. Ubi to me yet. Onyame na dey adom me. A consistency, a discipline. Ain't yet ha also tia say ye dwudwam. De bia so bebe dwudwam. Yanko be bia. Nyankopon ewo ho a wama yenkwa. De bia medwudwam. And the opa kun ho. What so upeo ade chi a medwudwam a wo bete. Tie. So upeo medwudwam na wan hwekora ade chi a wo bete se medwudwam. And omo do me Ghana party PZ for enya me a anka education bebrebe atro a yedi om komunim. And udu PZ a your book Kevin Taylor no be adan ni because me say and oba asantimemu. Na so ka say yen to aba e wo me ene otumfo se tutu so a so otumfo be biti me or the 3 vote pe me na me ka kire wo ma jimi din e wo kwan paso ma ka no kure ma na ka nipa akoma ma ka no kure ama ensem a ye kata ho no ye bie so yen to mago a yen si ni wabontenem ende me de abegu abontene esi ahata me say otumfo se tutu na pe a wo do me na me do se me ni otumfo gina bantema na ye to ye so aba or the 3 vote eye bantema hene eye sakwa hene ene eye de bant tepa hene sanko for the beto ama eye otumfo ebiti me 3 votes nobody I control eye asanteman because me be mpuntu oba fie tanchan hene Kevin Taylor me ni otumfo na de ma me nko baby ada I will kill Jandam and I'll bring development home. My name again Ebiana Refi Kevin Ebiana guy I Kevin Kevin Echo Bedu Taylor. Me a mixed race and I'm saying mixed tribe. Me a fantini kakra and I'm young ni. Me you know a santimem into me a very multi a purpose human. Baby abe can be a mejrim adjumachro. Yabe saba yanko baby a yade no kure be shiao umpeo yani kuta no kure no. Yabe chechere Ghana emfa wo ye beifo kura betia wo so. Onyankopon twedi ampo kwame enhyira wo. Na onhyira me. Na onhyira Ghana. Na onsa nhyira America because I had am besu anyansa papa no. Edi abefun computer akekesi ani edi de wutie bro into bompire ma broni uwia no asa bompire ama eye Ghana ni because enam broni so ntina ende meti abrochiri a wote menka ya baba biem impedifo na bu wo mo be omo se sebio akwara otija ho a obo besia no onna debi ode de eka bebe fie yɛsɛ deɛ ɔpɛ adepa akɔkɔtɔkɔ no sɛbio yɛdi na borɔ ɛna mpanimfoɔ aka atoɔ yɛsɛ aserewa debi asɛm nti ɔma ne mmaduane no wɔyi n'ani ato nkyɛn